Welcome to our Reddit channel. Today, one of our stories is going to be about a man who is so deeply in love with his wife but falls into a dilemma when his loyal girlfriend meets his wife. Everyone hates teenage girls, and it's so traumatizing. I'm done. I feel like everyone sees me as a direct or worthless sex object and I'm only a kid. I'm using a burner account to avoid harassment on my main. Everything I like is made fun of. When people find out that I'm spiritual, I'm made fun of. When they find out I like Beyoncé or Taylor Swift, I'm made fun of. When they find out I listen to BTS, a K-pop boy band, and can tell the members apart, I'm made fun of. My age and my sexuality is constantly fetishized. I'm a lesbian and I've been through hell dealing with my sexuality and having a conservative family. Ever since I was a little girl I've gotten crushes on women. My heart just won't stop racing around them. I can't stop falling in love with them and the death and rape threats won't stop. Not a day goes by where I'm not told I'm a disgusting filthy cockroach sinner. And boys don't take my sentiments seriously.
They always want a threesome or say they would and can turn me straight.
Which hurts so freaking much. I just wanna cry every time boys say that to me. I feel so violated. There are subs here about turning lesbians straight and raping them, and I literally cried all night when I found them and I'm still traumatized from that. I haven't been able to eat or sleep much because of it. There are subs here about old men fetishizing teen, barely legal, girls, and now my self-esteem is crushed. I feel like I'm a disgusting sex object, and I'm only 15. Ever since I was little I was told my only purpose is to breed for men and that's it. I can't be a free spirit with hopes, dreams, and preferences. I only exist to be a sex robot for men. I'm considered a sinner and told I deserve to be tortured forever because I don't want to live that way, which hurts so freaking much. I'm always afraid that I'm gonna be raped. Always. I'm constantly paranoid that I'll be sex trafficked and kept as a sex slave my whole life. I have to stay away from everyone I see in real life since sex traffickers are getting so clever now and set up all kinds of traps. I can't even help old ladies because I'm scared of it being a trap. And if I do get raped, I won't be allowed to get an abortion since my family is religious. All my hopes and dreams will be gone. My dream of being a scientist and teacher will be gone forever. I'll have to live the rest of my life taking care of a rapist's baby and remembering the trauma every day. With every inch of my heart, I wish I was born a man. F everyone who says male privilege doesn't exist. I wish I could have just been born a straight man. Straight men are so freaking lucky. I wish I was them. Reddit reply. I'm 25 and I wholeheartedly agree with you. It wasn't anywhere near as bad as this when I was a kid. Every year it seems to get worse. The sexualization of women in the media, social media, and men are more brazen in their disrespect in real life too. It's like a prison, like you could scream that this is hurting you and everyone would just ignore you and carry on. Porn is completely messed up and teen porn is the lowest of the low. Middle-aged men in these companies take advantage of young girls to make a profit. Middle-aged men in their homes watching it. It's disgusting, but I am able to interact with shitty men as little as possible now because I am financially independent of anyone else. I would say to you to focus on your studies and then your career as much as you can, because once you are an adult and you have money, you will be a lot freer. Just hang in there, and try to keep good friends around you, and keep working on your future. Second story. I had sex with my cousin and my girlfriend doesn't know about it. Hi, I know the title will disgust you, which is fine. I just wanted to let this out my chest. I had sex with my cousin 2 years ago and stopped. A year later, I met my amazing girlfriend and we had a blast. Just today, I had my thoughts and I couldn't hold it and just let go and did it again with my cousin. I feel horrible because my girlfriend doesn't deserve this and she is the best girl I could have ever asked for. I feel like I should admit to her about what I did, but she would be so disgusted that she would tell my mom and I would get in trouble, or should I keep it a secret? Please let me know. I, 32M, am a widow. My wife passed away from pancreatic cancer 5 years ago. She was forced to leave behind our 2 kids, R, 10M, and H, 7M. My wife was the absolute light of my life. We were high school sweethearts, went to the same college, and got married after graduation. We were inseparable. Every day I fell more in love with her. It was like my heart was living outside my body. When she passed, the amount of pain I was in was indescribable. I prayed to go to sleep and not wake up just so I could see her one last time. I contemplated meeting her, but every time I was ready, my kids would look at me. They had her face, her personality, her DNA, I couldn't leave them. They were all I had left of her. It took years before I was able to function normally again. I even quit my job and lived off of savings and her life insurance for about a year. I was half the dad I used to be and only a fraction of my former self. 2 years after her passing, I decided enough was enough and I kicked myself into gear. I found a job in a different city, closer to my parents. I packed my kids up, and I moved. Life was hard, but I kept chugging along, and eventually, I found some joy. A year after moving, I took a business trip to NY where I met my current girlfriend. While I acknowledged there was chemistry, I told her I was already married and she understood. However, a few months later I had to go back to NY where we met up again. I let my guard down for the first time around her. Before I knew it, she was putting in a transfer for my home branch and moving to my city. I fell in love with her and asked her out a year ago next month. My kids adore her, and though she reminded them she will never take their mom's place, they lovingly call her Mama L. Today was the anniversary of my wife's passing, an extremely hard day for all of us. This morning I walked into the living room to find Elle and my kids waiting for me. The kids were dressed in their church clothes with goofy smiles on their faces and bouquets in hand. Apparently, Elle came up with the idea of a picnic at my wife's grave, an idea that the boys loved as they enjoy going to see their mom. While I was sleeping they prepared food and flowers, then insisted on wearing their best clothes. I'll admit that I cried at the sight of them. I don't know how I got this lucky twice in a row. I wanted my wife to meet this amazing woman, so I asked Elle to come along and she did. The day that I dread every year turned out to be a humbling reminder of the reason why I stayed on this planet. To my lovely wife, you can never be replaced, but she is good to me and she takes care of our kids as you would. Thank you for sending her to me.